Friends, we had some technical difficulties with our friend Jennifer, so she's not going to be able to join me today. So I'm going to go get set up on my computer. I need to refresh everything, so hang tight. But what we're going to do is Jennifer and I were planning on making tags with the Gothic Girls kit. So that's what we're going to do. My apologies for this hot mess we got going on today. But bear with me just a sec. I'm gonna see if I can get this thing going here. I've got to pull you guys up on my computer onto my channel so I can see the chat. And there we go. Okay, we're getting there, making some progress. So, as I mentioned, Jennifer with Scrapbooks and Memories was supposed to be able to join me today, and she is not able to because of technical difficulties. And we're not sure, we don't think it was on her end because she went live the other day on her own. And so we don't know if it's a YouTube issue or what. Now, for some reason, the chat is disabled on my computer. So I might not be able to respond to your comments. That's just awful. Let me see if I can refresh that. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. Today is just a hot mess express. Well, you guys, unless something changes, I may not be able to comment to anything you're saying because right now it says the chat's disabled, which is weird because I did not change that setting. So I'm not sure what to think about that. Well, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and make some tags as we had planned. And Jennifer, if you're out there and you can hear me, gosh, I was gonna say, let me know if you can see the chat. But you can't let me know because I can't see it. So this is so weird. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna worry about it. You guys please chat amongst yourselves. I'm gonna make a couple of tags. I'll just do a short live and maybe I'll come back on later at my normal 2 o'clock time. I'll have to see how my day goes. I'm preparing for a trip to see my sister. I'm gonna drive up to Georgia and visit her, so I'm super excited about that, and that's going to be next week. So I'm looking forward to that. So gosh, guys, I wish that there was a way that you could tell me if you guys are able to chat amongst yourselves, and if you are, please do that. Like I said, I can't see it. And I see that there's 5 watching, so my apologies that I will not be able to interact with you. Maybe I will just make this one tag actually and then try to come on a little bit later. I'll go run some errands and then go on later. So this is a double-sided, so this was scrapbook paper here, and I went ahead and printed the digital kit onto this, and on the back I do that frequently. So but it's a little bit thin for a tag, so I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and cut this. This is sort of like a celery color. I'm gonna cut that to size. Just gonna mark it here real quick, and that'll firm up the back because that is cardstock. So I'm so sorry about the chat situation and just Jennifer not being able to come on with us. That really stinks, but it is what it is. I do wonder if anybody else that's been going live lately has been having any issues. I don't know. So at any rate, okay, I need to cut this to size here. Oops. Yeah, it's so weird not being able to see the chat, you guys. Really strange. I wonder, gosh, I hope you can hear me. Jeez. You know what? I'm going to turn my microphone up real quick and see if I can hear myself. Oh, I can. Okay. Well, at least you guys can hear the sound. And that means you could probably hear the birds. I decided to leave them in the room today because I have their door open, and if they wanted to go fly around, they can do that. And I just thought I'd let them have a little fun today. Since it's Friday, fly day. Oh, Rico thought that was funny. Did you hear him laugh? He's so cute. All right. All right, so just adhering this, like I mentioned, this is just to make the tag a little thicker and more firm. There we go. And I like to use my spatula to spread the glue around. There we go. And you know what? This is the backs. This is the part you would write on. But I'll go ahead and put just a little bit of stenciling on the back just to jazz it up a little bit. Oh, you guys, I want to tell you, I found this orange ink at the thrift store, brand new in its package for like $1. And I kind of wanted orange, but it's not a color I use very often, so I was never going to pay full price for it. So to find it at the thrift store was great. I was so happy. In case you're new, I'm not sure, I know there's a couple people watching. This is a die, but I do frequently use my favorite dies as stencils. So, okay, so that's the back. That's looking good. Now, let's finish the front. So I chose this image to put on the front, and actually, we need a little bit of, oh, sorry about that. A little bit of color right around the edges here. I cut it pretty close, but it still seems like there's a little bit of white on the edge. So I'll just use the orange because I've got that handy. I did want to mention, you'll notice that this image is quite clear. I printed this on photo paper. I found some photo paper at the thrift store, and I just wanted to print it out on that just to see how it would look, and it's just so detailed. I was loving it. So that's what I did there. All right. So I think I'll put her in the center and then decide where we're going to go from there. When I press the glue down, if there's an image on it like that, I'll cover it or I'll flip it over. But my desk is maybe not super clean, so I didn't want to flip it over. Like I have, you can see there's some glue and some paint and stuff like that. So I just, just use a piece of paper. And I'm thinking I will go ahead and round the corners on that tag. And again, I know there's 4 watching. I'm so sorry that on my end, at least, the chat is disabled and I don't know why. Jennifer's supposed to be with us today and we were not able to get her to show up. So I'm just gonna, I think I'm just gonna make this one tag and then I'll try again later at my normal scheduled time and see if, maybe I'll even try with her if she has time. I'm not sure. But yeah, it just was tough this morning to try to, get that going. I think let's go ahead and use this scrap lace and we'll do a little ruffle across the top. I figured what I'd do today is just use some of the stuff that is laying around on my desk. So we will use this scrap lace. I just finished a journal and I used this lace for the cover and I had this little offcut here. And I'm just gonna scrunch it up with my fingers. For a ruffle, you don't have to use your sewing machine. You can just do what I'm doing. And I'm just kind of folding it back and forth, like a little, I don't know what you call it, little zigzag or whatever. Super easy to do. I don't have my glue gun on high. I have it on low, so it's not even, like burning me if I'm touching that glue to tap it down. So yeah, this is a super easy way to make a ruffle. I do have a sewing machine. I got it fixed, although I don't think they did a perfect job when they fixed it. I think I'm going to end up having problems again. And I bought this particular sewing machine because I honestly thought it would be the last one I'd ever have to buy. Super good quality, but I'm having problems with it and I'm really surprised. I mean, it's not like I use it every day. And I certainly don't abuse it. I don't think sewing paper is abusive to a sewing machine, so I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, happy Friday to you guys. Again, if you're just popped on, I do apologize for not being able to chat with you. I'm just not sure what's going on with our live settings today. All right, we've almost got this ruffle in place. Not trying to be perfect, just trying to get it on there and look cute. One fun thing about doing Halloween stuff is I feel like you can just be a little more whimsical and you don't have to, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't try to be perfect anyway, but Halloween, I just feel like you can have a little more freedom to, you know, get grungy and, you know, do that sort of thing. Okay, I'm thinking we definitely want something down here. Not sure what. Let me look. I've got these scraps on my desk. We could put this big spider here. If I could hear you guys and see you guys, you'd be screaming, do this, do that. And I'd say, okay, that sounds awesome. Let's go ahead and put one of these down. Now, these have like these pop-ups, but I'm going to remove that because I don't feel like they're very secure. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some hot glue on there and put this, I'll put it right here so we can still see that pumpkin. And then, what else would you guys be screaming for me to do? Let's see. Let me think. What would you guys do? Got to have something over here, I think. No, we got to have something up here for sure. We could do another leaf. We could do a button. Let me grab my buttons and see what we've got. Let's have a look. All right, I actually have this really nice dark button. Let's have a look at that. It's brown, it's not black. Let me see if I have any black ones. Oh, that's cute. Let's use this one. Now, I am going to use the gem tack with that because I trust it. But just to be sure, I'm going to go ahead and sand this. Let me get this out of the way so it doesn't get all dirty. I just want the gem tack to have something to grab a hold of. And typically, if something is a shiny surface, it just might not grab really good. So, I'm going to put that there. Now, I need to wipe my desk off. Let me find if I have a scrap napkin in here. Oh, I do. All right, let me get rid of that mess. And I'm going to also wipe this off. Just get all the sand off of it. Okay, there we go. All right, now I'm going to put the gem tack on this. Now, I feel like I have to be a bit liberal because it's going to have to absorb into that, that lace. Oh boy, sorry, I thought you guys were going to have to wait a long time for that to come out, but no, we're okay. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to grab one of my clothespins, and it'll press it down and it can dry, and I can keep working on the tag without worrying about moving that around. There we go. That'll hold that in place while I continue on. All right, now, geez, I wish I could get some feedback from you guys about what else to do to this tag. We got our button. I wonder if we need anything here. You know what? Let's do 3 flat back gems. Let's do that. We will do these pearls because they'll add something, but they won't be overwhelming. So let me grab my tweezers. So I have these. I want to show these to you guys. Like you press on them and they open, but then they close and they're really strong. So if you don't have these in your crafty arsenal and you happen to work with small things like this, you might consider getting them. Now, where did I get them? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't tell you. All right, so let's go ahead. You know what? We'll go ahead and put some gems here and there. let's grab our gem tack. And it looks like we could have fun putting one here on the rose of her hat. And then right here on her dress, we could do like 3 of them. Okay, that looks great. And then we'll definitely do 3 right here, just to dress it up a little. And that'll probably be good unless we notice another spot that we want to put them on. So on this one, I'm gonna go with my more orange color that I have. Now I do have some glue on this by accident, so sometimes they're sticking. I need to clean these, but they're still awesome. Okay. And then for the dress, I don't know, let's go, ooh, it's tempting to, I don't know, I kind of want to go orange, I kind of want to go black. I'm not sure. Let's put the orange here and see, and then we'll put the black. Oh, I think it's going to be black. Yeah, I think we'll do the black on these. Oops. My aim was not very good. Let me get this one out of the way. Okay. Sorry, it's tedious stuff, but you know, some of our crafting is tedious. Oh, that looks nice. I like that. Oops. Oops. Oh man, that's so funny. It's funny because if I wasn't on camera, they would just go on seamlessly. You guys know how it is. There's a little extra glue right here. I'm just gonna remove that because it bothers me. It dries perfectly clear. You probably wouldn't even see it, but I don't know, it just bothers me a little bit. So since I have these yellow ones here, I'm gonna go ahead, oops. I'm gonna go ahead and, oops. I swear these do work good, you guys. I'm not showing the best example right now, am I? All right, we're gonna use the orange ones over here. I'm killing myself over here. Oh man, so funny. So to those of you that just joined, if you hear the parakeets, it's because they're in the room. I usually move them out of the room for my lives, but I left them in today because I have their door open in case they want to go for a little exercise. Minxie came out the other day all by herself. Rico didn't come out, but she flew around and she didn't stay out long. She went back home by herself and she just came out for a little exercise. Came over to the craft table with me and that was cute. I loved it. Okay. All right, so I'm thinking let's remove our clothespin. This is still gonna need to dry. You can probably see the glue there, but I think this tag is done. So I wonder, you know, I was only gonna do one because I can't chat with you guys, but I think, you know, I'm in the mode right now, so I'll go ahead and I'll do another one, but let me know, well, if you come back later and you put something in the comments, let me know how you like it. This is so odd. It's so odd to not be able to talk to you guys. Okay, let me move the buttons out of the way because they're kind of in my way. What else can we do? So I've got, well, let's do her. It's for the Gothic Girls, so let's do this. Oh, and you know what? I was going to go ahead and make some altered paper clips today while I'm on. So I grabbed one, but I'll do more than one because I have these kind of smaller size images and I thought that would be super fun. So if I have time, after I create this tag, we'll just do the 2 tags and then we'll go ahead and do some altered paper clips. That might be fun. Okay, let's go ahead and get this girl going here. She's gorgeous. Let's cut. We got to start by cutting our paper. So for those of you that just joined, just to let you know, this is scrapbook paper here, and this is digital kit that I printed on the opposite, you know, the plain side of the scrapbook paper. And that's a great way to get images on, you know, both sides of the paper, especially if you're going to use it in a journal, because you want, you know, when you flip the page, you want there to be something on there. And I love it too, honestly, because that way I can enjoy my scrapbook paper as well as my digitals. So that's why I do that, because it's a great way to get the best of both worlds, right? You know, I hate to not be able to use my scrapbook paper. So it works out really great. Oh, I'm gonna have to need this again here, hold on. So these are gonna be pretty good size tags, my friends. These are measuring, what are they measuring? Oh yeah, these are big, yeah. This is gonna measure almost 8 inches tall, if I did that right. I can't remember if I measured the green or the black. I'll measure again in a second though. Let's just check that out real quick. Okay, 7 inches, that's more manageable. I was gonna say 8's pretty big. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and glue that together just like I did the last one. And then maybe let's use some fabric in this one. Just, we did some lace on the last one, but let's use some fabric just to spice it up a little. Oh man, and I just put all my fabric away. Well, I'll dig it out. It'll only take a second. I lost my top. Here we go. Okay. And just like the last one, I'll go ahead and do a little stenciling on the back. Make sure I have that centered properly. Smush my glue around. I do like to do that. It makes your papers nice and flat that way. Plus I like to get the glue like up in the corners so the corners don't lift. So I do like to do that. And we'll use the orange again. I don't know if you can tell, but this is like a celery color. And so the celery and the orange look good together. Now I've lost my, here it is. Okay. And in case you weren't here when I mentioned it the first time, this is not technically a stencil, it's actually a die, but I do use it as a stencil because why not? And this, you know, it's a light enough color, very easy to write over, you know, so it's, the stencil is, it's not a problem to do that because you can write over that with a blue or a black pen, even purple, and it won't, you know, it won't be any problem at all. All right, now on this one, let's go ahead. I didn't do it on the last one, but we'll do it on this one. Oh no, I did do it on the last one. I rounded my corners. I forgot. Okay, and I'll go ahead and round these corners as well. Now it's going to remove some of the black there in the corner, so I will hit that with some black ink. And then you won't be able to tell that that happened. So here's my black ink. And I don't use black ink very often, really pretty much just at Halloween time. There we go. And this image, just like the last one, actually I printed out on photo paper, and that's why it looks so like crisp. There we go. All right, before we glue that down, let's look around and see if there's anything I want to add. Don't love that brown. Let me open up my cabinet and see what fabric I've got under here. Oops. Sorry, it's going to take me just a second to get to it. But I know I have some because I just had it out yesterday. I was trying to clean up and I apparently did too good of a job. Okay, we have a couple of things. We've got this. And we have these. Ooh, I have this lace. And then I have this, which is like a green. Let's get rid of the brown, that looks yuck. So let's see here. This has purple flowers under it. What do you guys think of that? The lace would be great too. Gosh, it's kind of calling to me. Let's do the lace. Alrighty. Now, lace won't tear, obviously, so I'll have to cut it to size. And I'll cut it a little bit smaller. And actually, it'd be nice if it was kind of jagged. So let me see what happens if I fold it like this and then maybe just cut off a corner. And I'll do the same, but on the opposite corner. And let's see if that helped it be a little not straight. I'll move this so you can see it. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and now I have to cut the length. And I'd like some of the tag to show, so let's, this was way too long, I think. Yeah, okay, so we can get rid of up to a couple of inches. So I think what we'll do is I'll just cut this like this. There we go. Now let's check that out. Oh yeah, that's good. It's nice and wobbly. I'm just going to use my hot glue gun to tack that down. And now let's check this out. Yep, that's good. Hey, Andrew, can you do that somewhere else? It's kind of loud. Andrew is doing his inhaler. I'm like, take it somewhere else. So I wonder if I should use, I'm confused here. So the other day I used hot glue on this photo paper and it warped it a little bit. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll do the wet glue in the center, and then I'll just tack the corners with the hot glue. And plus, it's not on high today, so it should be okay, but still, I don't want to take any chances, so we'll just tack the corners with it, and that shouldn't be enough to, you know, warp anything. And it'll hold it in place very nicely while the wet glue dries. Ooh, it's hot. Okay. All right, I'm liking that so far. And now let's see if there's any of these small ones that we want to add to it. Probably not. Oh, I do have these wax. These are, of course, not real wax seals, but that could be fun to put on one of them. Yeah, let me cut that out. So I don't know if you guys were with me a few weeks ago, but I found on clearance at Hobby Lobby some wax seals that you put, well, the wax that you put in your hot glue gun. I haven't tried it yet, but I found it in purple and I thought that was so cool. I'm tempted to try it with you guys, but it could be a hot mess. But look, here they are for 99 cents. And then I wonder, I don't know if it's actually glue or if it's actually wax. It'd be great if it was glue. I just don't have any idea. So anyway, that was kind of a cool find. I'll have to play with that. So let's go around this with a little bit of ink because the white edges are showing. Yeah, that's great. I love that. All right, what else are we going to put on here, guys? Let's think. Oh, I have some scrap lace, but it's not big enough, so forget about that. Oh, what about another one of these leaves? We definitely could do that. Let's see which color looks best. Oh, well, the wax seal is red, and there's a little glue on there. But the wax seal is red, so let's do a red leaf, definitely. And I could actually do more than one of them, but let's see if this goes here and this goes here. Let me put these away. Probably one is good, but that needs something under it. And I've got, let's do something that'll stand out a little bit. I have this fabric, well, it's trim actually, and I think I found that at the thrift store. But what if we went across it, like did another ruffle? If we do that, so let's get at least 2 times the amount of trim. We can even go a little bit more. I can always trim it. All right, let's scoot these over here. Let's go ahead and let's get this in place real quick. Actually, hold on. I'm wondering, do we want to put a little bit of this underneath this? Make sure I'm on camera here. Like if I had just a little piece of that, that might be cute. And then we have it up top. That'd be good. Let's just cut that to size. So let me, how do we want to do that? First of all, let's cut these at an angle. And then maybe I want to scrunch it just a little bit. I could do that. Put a little dab of glue there. And then I'll do a little scrunch before I put it down. There we go. And then we'll get the glue onto this. I'm going to remove this pop dot. So if you've just popped in, I'm sorry that I personally can't see the chat. I have no idea if you guys can see the chat, but my apologies for that. Not sure what happened. And also, Jennifer couldn't come on with us because we could not see her. We tried 3 separate times to get her camera to show up, and we don't think it was her phone because she just went live not too long ago. So we're not sure what happened with that. So my apologies, you guys. I know you were probably looking forward to seeing Jennifer. All right, so here we go. We're going to do this ruffle with this trim. And if you just saw me do this a minute ago and you're still here, my apologies. But, you know, it's a craft along, so sometimes we watch each other do the same thing over. So, yeah, just put a dab of glue and then just fold your trim. And it makes a nice little ruffle. And just make sure that you give yourself enough trim that you don't run out. Well, I guess you know, if you did, honestly, it's no big deal. Just cut another piece and continue on. And if you started your new piece where down where one of the creases are, you would never know that you had to add more. And I've actually done that, so it's honestly no big deal. So I bought some new glue sticks. I haven't tried them yet. I'm hoping they're a little less stringy, but I got the Gorilla Glue sticks. And so they should be pretty secure, I would imagine. Okay, so here's my ruffle. That's kind of cute. And we've got like this space over here, so we're definitely gonna have to do something with that. I don't want to repeat the leaf thing, but let's do a button. That'll be fun. Let's have a look. Oh, I thought I had fall buttons with leaves, but I don't see that. Let me look. I thought I had one, but I guess I don't. That's okay. Let's see what we do have. Let's get this lady up here and see. I've got this orange one, but I don't like the way that looks. I might go with another black one. That's not bad, but what about this one? It's actually, I kind of like that. Let's do that one. That takes up that space perfectly. And there's some fabric here, so I think we can go ahead. I think we'll be safe to use the hot glue gun, but just in case, around this part that's sort of shiny, I'll use the gem tack, and then I'll just put a bead of hot glue where that fabric is. I don't think it matters if your glues, you know, like meld together. I just don't think that's a big deal. So happy Friday, my friends. So glad you're here. Here we go. I like that. I think that looks so cute. All right, so we've got this tack down. We have our ruffle. We've got our button. Let's do some of those flatbacks like we did on the other one. I think that'll be fun. It'll just dress her up a little bit. I wish I had a darker purple. Oh, I do have a darker purple. Let's get a couple of those out. Let's get some black ones. Let's do blue. Ooh, let's do red because our leaves are kind of red. Oh, yeah. I like that. Okay. So now we get to choose where we want to put them. Let's do some up on her hat. put one in the center of each rose. And then we'll do some, oh look, let's put one here on her neckline. And then we could, I was thinking I could do some here, and I do like that idea. And then we could put one on each of her wrists. And I think that'll be great. And let's start with the red. And I don't know that we'll do red for all of them, but let's go ahead. Should I do red on the hat or on the dress? Let's see. So if we put it on, oh gosh, it looks so pretty on the dress. Let's go ahead and do red on the dress. This does dry clear, so we are not going to need to worry about the little pieces that, or the little bits of glue that show around the edges. Now on the sleeves, let's go ahead and do the black, unless this is blue. What is it? Yeah, it's black. Okay. Gem tack doesn't dry right away, so there's nothing to worry about as far as that goes. Now for the around the neckline, I'm thinking the blue. Did I pull blue? I don't see blue. Let's try the purple then. Oh gosh, hold on. I have to try a blue. Let me see. It might be too bright. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. Let me try the purple. Oh, that looks great. There we go. Whoops. Sorry, it's tedious, my friends. Okay. Oops, I missed. Oops. Shot across the table. Oops. Now I'll never find that one. Bear with me. There we go. Okay. All right, now we need to do the hat. And I'm thinking, I'm kind of tempted to do red on the hat, but let's just take one up there and see how it looks. Yeah, because I think my reasoning for that is because it'll sort of connect the top of the photo with the, you know, the bottom and the leaf. There we go, almost there. Cute. All right, so there's a little bit of glue I want to get off of this. Okay, and I'm going to show it to you up close. So here it is up close. I really like how it turned out. So I'm going to show you the other ones. Here's the other one. And then here's this one. So I think they're super cute. Now I think I'm going to take a few minutes and I'm going to go ahead. Oh, you know what we forgot? I went to all the trouble to get this wax seal situated and ready. So let's go ahead and find a spot for this wax seal. That's so funny. All right, where shall we put this? Hold on, there's like a little glue on here and it's driving me mad. Hang on just a sec, friends. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that off. Maybe I'll focus on getting it off later. Okay, let's see where we might want to put this. I could put it, I could have put it where the button is, for heaven's sakes, and that's what I should have done. And I totally forgot we had it. And now I don't know, I'll just put it down and then we'll just play with it. You know, now I just don't know if we need it, right? So I'm looking, I mean, I'm looking, but I just don't think, I don't even think it looks right on top of the leaf. So I think we have to accept this for how it is unless I lift this up, but no, it's glued down, I can't. I mean, I could, but I end up ripping it. So I'm thinking we save this for something else. So there we go. Totally forgot about that. See, now if I could hear the chat, you guys would have said, hey, what about that wax seal? But anyway, here's the two tags. I love them. They're great. They're large. They're wonderful. So now I'm just going to take a few minutes. going to scooch these out of the way. Let's go ahead and do a couple of hidden paper clips. I've got this paper clip. I have some smaller images. Let's find them. Here we go. Make sure that they are on camera for you. Now, they're not exactly tiny, but they'll be fine for a hidden paper clip. It's been a while since I made them, so we might have to remember together how to do it. But I do believe we take a piece of paper and we fold it in half. Yes, and then I know this will go on the outside, so that's a no-brainer. But what about, where does the paper clip go? Oh yeah, okay, I think, yes. Okay, paper clip goes over the paper like this, okay? And then you glue, whatever, let's just say this is the image we're gonna use. You glue this on here and it hides part of the paper clip, but it's not hidden. Hold on. Oh yeah, and then we can just cover this side, and then this part goes, this could be a bookmark too, but this part goes over your page. But you know, in fairness, I do believe, oh, I remember now. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need a bigger piece of paper. So let's grab this. Now this might not even be very much longer. Hold on, let's grab this. Okay, this will work. I'm gonna need 2 layers of paper. So what I'm gonna do is measure this. Sorry that I had to remember like before we could get started, but that's how it goes. I'm gonna fold this in half here where I'm scored it with my finger. Okay, that's gonna be tall enough to be able to put this picture on it, but now I just need to cut the edge. So I'm going to score that with my finger and then grab my paper cutter. Now, you might know a different way to do this. I am not going to look up a tutorial right now. And besides that, tutorials are kind of hard for me to watch sometimes, you guys. Sometimes I can watch them, but sometimes they're hard for me to watch. And I mean, nothing against a tutorial. I don't know. It's more fun for me if I just kind of figure it out. You know, it's more mentally stimulating for me. Little trial and error. Okay, so let's get back to the basics of this. So what we do is we've got our paper clip, and now this can go over a piece of paper, right? So pretend that's the journal. So that's perfect. And now we just need to cover it. So you can get another piece of paper. Let's see if this is big enough. It is not. I'm going to have to, oh, actually, yeah, that's actually perfect. Because it's okay that this shows. I can just put a piece of lace there if I want to or something like that. So let's cut this to size. And I marked it with my fingernail. There it is. Okay. All right. All right, so then what you do is you just glue this over top of that, and now it's truly hidden, and you can embellish it however you want. So I'm going to use hot glue because it dries way quicker. And I like to do one side at a time because, you know, the glue it dries. See if I can get that centered properly. All right, now I'll do this side. Wait, whoops, now I'll do this side. Now that's not going anywhere, which is great. And now I can go ahead and add my image. Now I do like to, when I do a hidden paper clip, I do like to embellish both sides. There's a little piece right there that didn't get glued down. I don't know if I should worry about it. I could stuff some glue in there though. Yeah, let me stuff a little glue in there. It's been a while since I did this, you guys. You know who does really great hidden paper clips? Well, I mean, a lot of people do, but Kathy of Kathy's Favorite Things, she's the one who sort of got me started on these things. And for a while there, I was making like batches and batches of them because she just does such a beautiful job on them. So let's try this out. Make sure I didn't glue anything together that shouldn't be glued together. There we go. Okay, that's going to slide over top your paper, no problem at all. And hopefully come off. Let's see. Yes, okay, we're good. Now, sometimes I noticed that if the paper clip is like super strong, I sometimes have to take something like this and put it up there and just give it a little space. But this one was actually fine because sometimes it almost won't move off the page that you put it on. All right, let's get back to this. I'm just going to glue her on there, and I'm going to use my regular glue so I don't warp the photo paper. And then, I don't know if you remember, but earlier I had a piece of scrap lace on my desk, and I think it'll be the perfect size for this. And these were just scrap papers too that I used. I do love using my scrap papers on stuff like this. Now, so that I was going to paper clip her, but I think I'll wait because I was wondering, should we put an image on this side? And I think we should. I think we should do something. Actually, why not use this one? It's almost perfect. Just the edge needs to be trimmed a little bit. Now, I'm just eyeballing this and hoping I get it right. We will see. I'm going to put a little black ink right at the top because I see the white coming through right up here, right around the edges. Don't want to see that. That's perfect. And we're going to glue that down. Okay. Perfect. Now, to make sure these stay in place while they dry, I'm going to go ahead and use paper clips. No, not paper clips, clothespins. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue the lace, the scrap of lace. The lace is going to go at the bottom, so I'll just put the clothespin right here. I love these things. They really just hold everything in place, and you know, I don't have to worry about it. All right, here is our scrap lace that we had, and I think that'll go perfect down there, but let's check both sides. Oh, yeah. No, it has to go on this side. That'll be great. Okay, and that'll just add a nice, fun detail to it. This I will use hot glue because even if it warps it, it doesn't matter because we're not going to see it. Now, just so you're clear, it wouldn't warp regular paper. This is photo paper that I used, so. All right, I'm going to trim the edges. Actually, I'm going to trim the edges in just a minute, not quite yet, because I want to be able to move these clothespins before I trim the edges. I can't quite do that yet. Okay, and then I think also we'll put like a little, oh, I don't have any tiny black trim. I just have, ooh, you know what I do have, my friends? I have this. Let's put that across there. Because this has orange in it. I think that'll look beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Can I get this plastic off of here? Oh my gosh. Apparently I can't. There's the tape. I see the tape. Come on. There we go. Whew. I didn't think I was ever going to be able to get that done. And birds are laughing at me. Okay. All right, let's go across here with this. right, now I think I'm just about ready to take these off. I'll just press everything down with my fingers. Now we're gonna trim this edge here. Sorry, I was almost off camera. My apologies. And then I don't think I have another scrap lace that I can put on this side, but we'll find something for this side at the bottom. All right, that looks super cute so far. Look at that, super cute. All right, what about, oh my gosh, I love it. I'm thinking a little something on there. Let's think about it. We do have our flat backs, and we do have that in black, which actually would look really pretty. We could just put 3 right across that trim there, and that would look really nice. Let me get one more. Let's do it. Let's just commit and we'll do it. Oops. So just in case you don't know me, and this is your first time popping over, just so that you know, this is for the Gothic Girls Collab, and this is the Gothic Girls digital kit that I am working with. And that is available in my Etsy shop. This has been such a fun collaboration, and everybody's makes have been amazing. And I saw one of our collaborators, Vagabond Crafter, she did a busted canvas. I'm assuming you guys have been seeing the busted canvases around lately. It's sort of a new hot trend. I'm definitely doing one. Like, I can't even wait to do one, but I'm leaving, I'm going on a trip. So I do not think I'm gonna be able to do one before the trip. Oh man, if I could, that would be great. And I could post the video for you guys. But anyway, yeah, they're just so cool and just something fun and different, you know? And I have a ton of canvases laying around the house. I put a little too much glue on that one. It does dry clear. It's not gonna be a problem, but I'm just trying to clean a little bit of it up. Okay, that looks great. Well, it'll look great once it's dry. Let's flip it over. Hopefully I don't move those while I'm looking at this side. She's really goth. So the question is, do we want to do the same brown trim? I don't think so. Oh, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It kind of looks rich, doesn't it? Or I have this lace here. It's black. That might work. Let's have a look. I mean, that doesn't look bad. What if I did a layer of the black and then over top of it, the brown? I mean, that looks kind of pretty. Dresses it up a little. Let's do it. All right, we will go across here with our hot glue. And we're gonna, oops, do that again with our brown. And we have this little leaf here. Let's take a look. We could do that and sort of give it, that was my elbows sliding across my desk, just in case you wondered. We could do that. Actually, that does look nice. You know what? Let's do it. I am going to remove this pop-up because it pops up enough as it is. Well, I might not be removing the pop-up. Jeez. Okay, I got it. It's really on there. All right. Gonna put some hot glue on there. And our leaf. I think that looks really pretty. Now we're gonna trim this to size. Oh man, I did move one of my gems. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that. Luckily that stuff doesn't dry super fast, so it won't be any problem for me to slide it back into place. But yeah, that really took a dive. Okay. Oh man, that's funny. Okay, so here, let me get it a little closer for you guys. You know, I forgot to turn my lights on today. Hold on a second. Let me open my window shade, see if that helps. It's probably a little bit better. Okay, so here's this side. And here's this side. Love it. turned out great. Of course, you know, it looks a little messy because there's still some glue drying, but all in all, I think that's a very pretty altered paper clip. And let me make sure we can get in there, make sure I didn't glue anything shut. Yeah, there's a little bit of glue somewhere. So what we'll do, I'm glad I tested it. What we'll do is we will take this and pop it in there. Okay, there we go. Now. Okay, there we go. So that's how it'll work. It'll work like that. And then we turn it over. So if it's in a journal, it'll go at the top of the page. And you can just, when you turn your page, you'll see both sides. And you can stuff some, you know, stuff a tag under there, whatever you want. See? That's how that works. So I love it. I think it turned out great. Super happy with it. Well, my friends, since we don't have a chat, and Jennifer did not get to join us, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call this a video. But I hope that you enjoyed seeing the tags we made, and of course we've got our paper clip. Here's our other tag, and we're going to call it a day. All right, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon. Take care.